Salut James,
Ça va?
ça va et toi?
Très bien, merci. Comment
Bonjour,
ça va à
James.
Bordeaux? Ah,
Ça va à
salut.
Bordeaux?
Ça va?
Très bien.
So we'll start with the Leland de Pomerol. But before that, tell me, now the wines are in bottle. What's your impression of 2020?
That's the final vintage of this incredible trilogy, 18, 19,
Yeah.
20. It reminds me a bit of 88, 89, and 90. And for me, 90
Cool.
was the most complex. And I have this feeling with 20. You have what you need in terms of complexity, acidity, but the balance is great. And what I like with the 2020, the wines have always been very open. You see the 19, sometimes they go up and down. 20 is very straight, and I love that. I think this vintage is a very brilliant vintage.
Yeah, for me, it's very complete. In fact, in 2019 is very nice with very nice tension. Sometimes, as Jean-Christophe said, a little bit closed. 18 is more opulent and rich. And for me, 20 is just not in between, but the two together, but very well balanced. So we have at the same time a very nice tension, a good ripeness, but with nice tension and acidity and freshness, with anyway a rich body, not heavy. So it's really a mix of the two, but very well balanced. So the good qualities of these two vintages, it's really for me it's very complete.
How did you think the wines changed with the élevage, with the aging in barrels? Were you happy with the evolution?
It was the wine was able to be educated without taking too much oak, because there was enough body and characters and acidity also. So the oak really gave qualities, but it was not over the wine. But you know that we are still, of course, working a lot on the balance between the oak and the wine to be sure to get only the good part and not too much.
So you're using a lower percentage of new oak, right?
Of course, and also for some estates, big oak cask, and this is decrease also the percentage of oak per liter of wine, but we still have the good education.
So are you saying you're using even bigger than 500 liters, but things like Foudre?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. So
20 hectoliters and 30 hectoliters. Yes, we do.
And if you look at Bellefont-Belcier, for example, this is the production of Bellefont-Belcier. It's over 40% of the total production in those big oak vats.
Cool.
So it's not a small try, 5% or something like that. It's a massive change we did. And as you know, 2020, for all our wines, we every year in the past 10 years, and we continue, of course, we work with a very low sulfur level, trying to start adding sulfur during the after the fermentation, if possible, and go to the bottling with a limited amount of sulfur. That's very important. And I think one of the key points of 2020 is that you had this natural potential of the wines. So,
meaning the alcohol.
Yeah, and I mean no extraction. It was useless to go for more extraction in 2020. Just use the potential we had and the fruit as it was,
okay.
And that makes those wines very brilliant and not blockbusters. I think that was the key of this vintage. One of the key.
Yeah, it's interesting because we've already tasted 1,400 wines from 2020. And what's interesting is that the top producers they were, like you said, you got the feeling that they were very careful in their winemaking, while some of the, let's say, smaller estates really tried to make big wines, and they're, you know, they're austere, too much tannin, a little bit dry. So it's so interesting you said that.
Remember, James, the 05 vintage? At that time, I was working, I was managing some estates in Pomerol, and in 2005, which was a rich year, we went for, including me at that time, we went for more extraction. And when you taste some 05 right now, they can be a little bit dry, or and you learn from your mistake, from your experience. And I think this is why now we go in that kind of direction.
So in the end, 18 is probably the richest of the three vintages, isn't it?
Exactly. I think the 18, if we taste now the three vintage, is probably the most friendly in terms of tannins, in terms of drinkability, etc. Probably the one with the less potential for the future, but the most friendly for the coming years. And that being said, I think when you 19 and 20, you have more soul. The signature in the wine is a step over, in my opinion.
Yeah, 2018 is very very charming because it's rich and opulent and shows at the moment very nice ripe aromas. 19, and as Jean-Christophe said, is a higher level. There is more tension. It's rich but delicate, longer with tension, more elegant. At the moment, it's a little bit closed, but the potential of aging is better than 18 for sure.
Okay, well, thank you so much. It was great to have the conversation about 2020. I was impressed with the wines. And like you say, it really does have some of the richness of 2018, but it has the tension and brightness and classical Bordeaux character of the 19. So you have this lovely combination. And also, I think that for you guys, you really, you know, it shows the very positive evolution of K, you know, Vignobles K. Okay, mes amis, thanks again.
Au revoir, James.
Salut, James. Merci beaucoup.
Ciao, merci.
Merci.
Salut.
Salut.